Hey, it's Doug here with Breakthrough Guitar. Did you just get a guitar? You're starting to learn how to play guitar and you don't know where to start. Well, here's a great place to start. We're just going to work on power chords and we're going to play through what is called a 1-4-5 chord progression. So this is in the key of G. We're going to learn G power chords. So we're going to play a G power chord, that's the 1, C power chord, that's the 4, and then the D power chord, that's the 5. 1, 4, 5. So the way the exercise is going to go, we're going to play a power chord, index finger 3rd fret on the E, ring finger 5th fret on the A. And this is the shape you're going to make. So anytime you make this shape on the guitar where your fingers are 1 string apart and 1 fret apart, you have a power chord. That's a G power chord. So you can either arpeggiate it or you can play just those 2 strings. And you got that rock sound, that punk sound. It's very neutral. Power chord is neither major or minor. It's just a power chord. You gotta have different intervals for it to be major or minor, like the major 3rd or the minor 3rd. We're gonna play the G power chord, and then we're gonna move to the C power chord. So move your fingers down, keep the position, but just move down 1 string. C, this is C power chord. And then slide that up. So if you notice, we're only playing on the dots. This dot, and this dot. So it also helps to memorize where the dots are. So you don't have to count every time what fret you're at. You'll just know. The first dot is always on 3rd fret. The second dot is always on the 5th fret. The 3rd dot is always on the 7th fret. And then just moving up, 9th fret and then 12th fret. Knowing that combined with knowing the notes will help you so much when it comes to learning songs or talking to people about the guitar. The exercise we're going to play with these beginning chords is we're going to arpeggiate. We're going to hold the chord and we're going to arpeggiate it. That just means playing the individual notes of a chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I just went back up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was 8 plucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the way you would count that as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's called playing 8th notes because we just played 8 plucks. If you're playing 8 plucks through 4/4, you're playing 8th notes. And it makes it easier to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So each chord we're going to play like that. And then we're going to move, the next measure we're going to move to the C power chord and do the same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then move up to the D. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Back to the C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then G. Then start all over again. So this is how you would practice it to a metronome. A metronome helps you stay steady with the beat. If you're not steady, you're going to get off. Everything's going to fall apart. You have to learn to keep that internal timing. So I'm going to turn the metronome on 50 BPM. It's going to be playing an 8th note click. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's how you count it. So let's come in together on the G. 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and play and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Go to C. 2 and 3 and 4. Go to D and 2 and 3 and 4. Back to C. 2 and 3 and 4 and G. And that's how you would go about practicing this first exercise. So this is a great place to start because you're building up that strength with your left hand to hold that chord, and you're working on your right hand coordination, and you're also working on your left hand coordination when you're moving chords. So play along to a metronome, and if it starts to feel easy, speed it up. Just go up 5 BPM. We're at 50, go to 55 until it starts to feel easy and you're playing with confidence, then move up. You can also play to a drum backing track that's playing eighth notes. So it doesn't matter which one you practice with, metronome, a drummer, they're both the same thing. So have fun with this exercise and make sure to follow.